All right, welcome everybody to another episode of the RMAC Baseball Weekly. I think it's maybe around episode 13 at this point, and I got another guest with me. Here we have Simon Lunsford. Simon is a pitcher for Colorado Mesa University, just finished his freshman season and is currently playing for the Hays Larks. But before we kind of get into your collegiate career so far and how you're doing this summer, let's first talk about where you were born and raised. Was it initially in that Lakewood area, or did you move over there? Or
I was I was born in California actually, a little bit out of San Diego, about 30 minutes away. And then when I was 2, me, my brother, and the rest of my family moved to Colorado, Lakewood, and I've lived there ever since. It's about 20 minutes from the mountains, 20 minutes from Denver downtown, so it's a really good spot. I love it there. My high school is 10 minutes away from my house, so it's a good spot.
yeah, and kind of growing up then. I mean, from 2 years old. I mean, lots of opportunities, lots of potential to try new things, do new things. Was baseball kind of the main thing your entire youth? Were you involved in other sports or other activities as well?
Yeah. Growing up, I played 3 sports. I played basketball, football, and baseball. Baseball was definitely my first passion. Youngest age, I was playing T-ball out on the baseball field out in the front yard getting ground balls. But then as it went on, the other sports kinda came along, and basketball was kind of my favorite for a little bit, but it ended up being baseball in the end. But yeah, I played basketball, football, and baseball all the way through high school. So,
Sure. So let's talk a little bit about that then before we get going. As
yeah.
far as basketball, what position were you playing in basketball?
I was like a 2, 3, like, shooting guard, forward.
All right. And how was the high school team then?
It was good. My senior year, we actually made it to, the state championship.
Oh,
We lost, unfortunately, but it was a fun year, fun team.
I'm sure. Yeah. Anytime you have that type of ride and get that
Oh,
far,
yeah.
it's give you a blast, no doubt. So
Yeah, it was a
how about
fun
in
time.
football then?
It was good. Football was good. I didn't get to play because of injuries until my senior year, but senior year was a lot of fun. We got a new coach and threw the ball a lot more, so that was fun. I was a quarterback.
Okay, sure. How the team do
Yeah.
then?
They were good. We made it to, semis. I actually broke my ankle in quarterfinals of my
Oh,
senior
geez.
year, but we lost the next game, but still made it.
Well, good, good. So, kind of growing up then and kind of having that multi-sport experience. I mean, had did you see that
Yeah.
that was kind of a benefit for you playing the multiple sports, or did you think that, oh well, maybe I should have just focused, solely on baseball, or what's kind of your thought on that?
I would heavily encourage it to anybody, any kid going through the process. I think it really doesn't hurt you. I mean, you learn so much about mental toughness, mental, but also physical. Like everything helps everything. You learn how to swing with basketball, and football teaches you different things in baseball. So it's all connected. I feel like, and I had a really positive experience playing all three.
Sure. So, kind of what stage was it that you were like, yeah, I like playing all these sports, but baseball is the one I love.
I'd say later than most people think. I was a junior going into my senior year, and that summer, I was actually playing club basketball, and Mesa had reached out because they saw me pitch the high school season, and I'd say that's kinda when it changed, was when Mesa reached out. They're my one and only offer out of high school, and I think, yeah, that's when it changed. That's when I was like, "This is what I wanna do."
So that was kind of the deciding point of, yeah, this is what I'm
Yeah,
going to kind of focus on.
for
Interesting.
sure.
And
Yeah.
that's kind of interesting as well because growing up in Lakewood, you have quite a few RMAC
Yeah.
schools right in your backyard there. I mean, Mines is
Oh,
right
yeah.
there, Regis. I mean, basically all of them.
Mhm.
MSU Denver,
Oh, yeah.
Colorado Christian. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
how what was it like then as far as that decision then to go from the Front Range to the Western Slope?
I think it was the best decision I ever made. I had, a really close friend who plays football at that Mesa now. He was my roommate this year, and we kinda had said we were gonna be roommates pretty early on. We were like, "We're gonna go to college together." so that was a lot of fun. He made it great every day. But I actually really I like the Western Slope. It's there's definitely not as much out there as the Front Range, but Grand Junction's a good speed. I like it out there.
Sure, yeah, not having Denver right in your backyard is probably a little different.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, not as much traffic out there.
Sure. So then kind of going from, Lakewood and kind of what were your thoughts and expectations going into your freshman year when you're kind of going to a perennial powerhouse like Mesa, who's, year in and year out, it's conference champions in the
Oh yeah.
national tournament, and you're coming in as a
Yeah.
freshman. What was kind of your mindset or expectations you had kind of going into that freshman season?
Yeah, I really didn't know what to expect. I hadn't played club baseball in a while. Thankfully, I got onto a summer collegiate baseball team last summer. But before that, I had no college baseball experience. I didn't really know anything. So I would say definitely nervous. I knew how good Mesa had been, and obviously the coaches had told me like throughout the recruiting process. It's played a huge part into why I wanted to go there because I wanted to win. I wanted to be on a winning team. But yeah, I would say very nervous, kind of not really knowing what to expect and just kind of throwing myself out there.
Sure. And, that had to be a unique experience too, because you're joining a pitching staff that has just a significant amount of talent. I mean, last year you had like Caleb
Oh yeah.
Reuter, Sage Ferguson, Espinoza, Liam there. I mean, just I could go on down
Oh
the
yeah.
line here. I mean, what was it like
Oh
as a
yeah.
true freshman, kind of walking into that sort of a pitching
Yeah.
staff?
Oh, it was kind of crazy. First few times we were out on the field throwing, I was like, "Oh gosh, what have I gotten into here?" But the guys were great. All those older guys are like my best friends. They took me under their wing for sure, and I love them all. But they've taught me a lot as well as everybody, but especially those older guys like Reuter and Fergie. Those guys are on to do bigger and better things. So just learning from studs like that, it definitely helped a lot. But yeah, it was crazy at the beginning. Kind
Sure.
of felt way far behind.
And so then when you get there and you kind of see players like, yeah, Ferguson, Liam, those
Yeah,
guys, like just kind of their approach to say, the day to day, practice, the routines, kind of getting prepared for
yeah,
games. What was that kind of what you were expecting to see, or was that just a totally new and somewhat of a learning experience as well?
yeah. No, it was definitely a whole new learning experience. I mean, just I never even had a locker room in high school, so even that was a change. Just being in the locker room with the guys. But I would say, yeah, the way they approach it, it's like a full time job, and they never slack off. They're always on time. But especially at Mesa, like the coaches, they've got us in line. And they get us going the right way. And I would just say, yeah, they taught me a lot about it's not just a game really anymore. Like you've got to be on time. You're always working out, doing stuff for baseball.
Sure. And of course, then you probably had a unique experience with, the RMAC, freshman pitcher of the year and the RMAC pitcher of the year, Jackson Eisenhower coming in as a true freshman as well. Like, how was that kind of between the two of you? Both coming in there, true freshmen,
Yeah.
very green and into this. Was that kind of help you guys form a bond, or was it very
Oh yeah.
competitive, or what was kind of the dynamics?
Yeah, he's my best friend. We talk all the time, even when we're not together. We're living together next year, but I'd say we were forced into being friends, being the only two freshman POs. Obviously, at first it came with like a little, I want to be better than him, which I still have. There's always that competitiveness, but yeah, I'm always rooting for him. What he did this year was truly special. We all couldn't believe it. We had his back though, and we're really excited to be back next year and hopefully be starting duo with some other guys.
You bet. And first year, a good collegiate experience here. Making 10 appearances, three starts, getting 14.2 innings in. I mean, 1.3 whip, 12 Ks. What was kind of your thought, I guess? I mean, I know you said you didn't really have much expectations, but were you thinking that you'd be able to perform that well at this level?
I'll always bet on myself. I like to say that when I go out there, it's just like let's make it boring. So it's like I feel like I'm good enough. I'll always fight till the end. I'll never quit. So I feel like when it's something like that, there was a lot of just, man, you gotta go out there and give it your best, surrender the outcome, and just go get them.
And if I remember correctly, and I was trying to pull it up while you're talking here, but I think your first outing was, maybe in February against Billings. So
Yeah,
when
it
your
was a
name's,
save, I think.
yeah, when your name's getting called and in that
Yeah.
situation, what's kind of going through your mind at that point?
Oh, I was stressing, I was really nervous. We went down to California. That was the first trip of the year, and I did get to go to that. Didn't end up throwing, but I was nervous the whole time down there waiting to throw, and then when they actually did call my name, it was kinda like, "Okay, here we go, like, we're here now." But once I feel like it's always been the same for me, like, once I get up on that bullpen mound, just getting warmed up, it's like, "Okay, it's gonna be alright. You're out there. You've done this so many times. Just go do what you can do."
And in that first appearance too, I mean, in that inning you pitched, you're getting two strikeouts. That'd be kind of a good feeling, thinking, Yeah, I belong
Yeah.
here."
Oh, yeah. I think I can't remember exactly, but I think I gave up a run, which I wasn't happy about. But yeah, it was good.
Well, I
I was
was not bring
excited.
up that part for you, so I just,
Yeah.
but one run in your first outing, but yeah, two Ks. I mean,
Yeah.
just a phenomenal season, all around.
Thank
What
you.
do you kind of
Thank
look
you.
at the key factors that you know say whether it was kind of growing up and just the mindset that you have, or different workouts that you do, or things that you focus on. What do you think kind of
Yeah.
helped you be ready to perform, that as a true freshman at
Yeah.
that level.
Oh yeah, I think it was all mindset. Me and we call him Preds, but me and Jackson talked a lot. Just like we're the underdogs. In the fall we weren't meant supposed to be, or we weren't meant to be the best pitchers. We weren't supposed to be the best pitchers there, but it was just like go prove them wrong. And then yeah, I mean just mentality, I would say. But with that, I learned a lot about how to keep my body healthy, lifting, but also arm care and eating. A lot of the guys taught me some stuff about that. So that was definitely something else that I feel a lot better about now going into my second year.
And I think that's the mindset that all those pitchers at Mesa have. Just yeah, you have to go in there thinking you're the best, and to be able to
Oh yeah.
perform at the level that that pitching staff performs at, game after game after game. It's just impressive.
But yeah, I would agree.
As far as your kind of day-to-day routine with practice and getting ready for games and things like that, how did that change going
Yeah.
from, say, high school into being at Mesa?
Yeah, I would say just in high school, I didn't really know about baseball lifting, I guess you could say, but like mainly arm care, specifically just helping my arms stay healthy. I didn't know a lot about that, so when I got there, it was immediately got to get on arm care, got to make sure your arm can stay healthy. And I think that was the biggest difference, was just I was always in the weight room, learning new things about my body, always throwing every single day, just trying to learn, get the best edge you can every single day, whatever it takes.
So then how about like pregame, rituals, superstitions, anything like that going on?
I'd say the team definitely has a lot of them that we do on away trips, on the buses, in the hotels, stuff like that. For me, when I started this year was just when I'm starting, I wear my like furry sandals to the field. I won't wear tennis shoes. I'll wear my furry sandals.
All right. Yeah. Whatever works. So,
Whatever
uh,
works, right?
yep. So, I mean, this year was just an amazing year. I mean, Mesa has great years, year in, year out, but here being,
Mhm.
number one ranked team for, multiple weeks,
Yeah.
getting to the super regional,
Oh
really
yeah.
close to the World Series. What would you say is your favorite memory of this 2026 season?
Mm, it's tough. I think if I had to point to something, I'd say just the regional win. That was a good time. Mainly just the postseason. The RMAC tournament was really fun. Regionals was really fun. Even Supers was a really good time. She didn't come out with the win, but it was a good time. But I love the whole year. I think the travel trips are my favorite. That's when you really get to learn a lot about the other guys and the coaches. You're on buses for long, too long, too long. So I'd say the trips. You learn a lot and have a lot of good times.
So this next question is one that I've asked Bo and James as well in the last two interviews that I've done here. But it's kind of part. I have two boys that one's going to be going into eighth grade and one into college, and I think
Yeah.
baseball is kind of one of those sports where it kind of prepares you for life. You have good streaks, you have bad streaks. You're in a
Oh yeah.
slump, things are going well, and just kind of wondering in like those rough times, whether it's on the field or in life, kind of what have
Yeah.
you found to be a the way that you face that adversity and in order to get
Hmm.
yourself into out of that into the good times again. How is it that you face that
Oh
adversity
yeah.
and get out of it?
Yeah, I mean, I've faced a lot of adversity in my life with injuries. I've had 2 surgeries at pretty brutal times, but I would just say positive self-talk and finding other things that can define you, like, there was a point before my injuries where if you asked me, I would kinda say, like, "Yeah, sports is all I have." But after my injuries, I would say I learned a lot about myself. I learned about some things that made me really happy that weren't sports. So I'd say just find things that can define you, but the main thing is positive self-talk, like I said. Like, mentality is super huge. People are gonna try and knock you down all the time, always, but just sticking to it, finding something to maybe say to yourself every once in a while if you're getting down. It's like, "I never quit, I'll always keep going," something like that.
I love it. Yeah, love that
Um,
advice.
I think that's the best thing for you.
That's great. So, kind of then with the season that you had and it coming to the end the way that it did, what are some things like this, off season then that you're going to be, wanting to do or focus on in order to improve your game and try to be better your sophomore year?
Yeah, I didn't get a lot of opportunity to throw in the postseason, which is alright. There were a lot of guys competing for innings, but yeah. So I would say I really want to go get back there. I've been focusing a lot on getting bigger, eating more, being in the weight room, and then on the mound, I would say just command, keeping the walks down. I feel like if I can do that, it's tough to hit me. So if I can keep the walks down, keep people off base, it'll bring good outcomes for me.
You bet. So this summer, then you're down playing in Hays, Kansas, for the Hays Larks. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
and having a great summer down there. I mean, just absolutely phenomenal summer. I mean,
Thank you.
what do you kind of attribute the season that you're having over at Hays? I mean, just unbelievable. The numbers you're putting up.
Yeah, I'd say it's definitely the team I have around me. We have a lot of fun, but also we're very locked in all the time, sometimes too locked in. I'd say we play a little too tight sometimes, but no, it's we're just having a great time playing loose. The catchers out here, I really love, just like I do up at Mesa. But yeah, it's just a good environment to be playing baseball, which leads to good performances all around.
Yeah, I mean, you've had games where you have a couple games where you have eight strikeouts, a game with seven, another game with 10, another game with 12. I mean, just, I mean, really a dominating performance up there. And, but kind of like you're
Thank
indicating,
you.
that whole team is, a really good team that you have. I mean,
Oh yeah,
I think the record is uh, maybe, I mean, there's single digit losses at this point, I think.
I think we have 4 losses right now. Yeah,
Yeah, I knew it was something ridiculous like that. I just couldn't,
yeah.
but that has to make it fun too. But so as far as like the level of the teammates that you have there and their talent level, are you able to kind of work with some of them and kind of take things, from their game to help, incorporate into yours to try to improve over the summer as well, or what's that experience been like?
Oh, absolutely. All the pitchers. It's similar up at Mesa. I feel like anywhere you go, but of each other. Even when we're hanging out outside of baseball, it's still just kind of like, what are you doing for arm care? What are you doing for this day after you pitch? What are you doing? But it's just a. I mean, we're all in it for the same thing. We all have one big dream. So we're just trying to help each other out. But yeah, it's definitely a lot of bouncing ideas off each other, learning things from each other.
You bet. Yeah. So just putting up the numbers for this summer here: 36 inning pitched, 23 hits, 11 earned runs, 51 Ks, a 2.14 ERA, and a 1.06 WHIP. I mean, Yeah, absolutely impressive.
Thank
Uh,
you, thank you.
with the season that you're having, the summer season here that you're having, and how well you're performing, what has kind of been your role, both on and off the field, as far as with the Hays Larks?
Yeah, I'd say my goal has just been do what I can for the team, but also try and feel better in my body when I'm pitching, trying to feel just the best I can, figure out what adjustments, what things I can tell myself to get back into the fall up at Mesa and implement those into my game. But yeah, just a lot of self-talk, like I was saying, routines before and after games. Yeah, that's what I'd say.
You bet. With all the teams kind of around the Lakewood and Denver area for
Yeah.
collegiate summer teams, how'd you end
Okay.
up getting
Yeah.
to Hayes for the summer?
Yeah, so last year I played for a Denver team, a summer team, and we actually made the trip down to Hayes and played against them. And I got to pitch against them 2 times and pitch pretty well. So they ended up picking me up and putting me on the roster for the World Series last year. And I got to start a game for them and it went really well. So they had been calling me all fall, all spring, wanted me to come back. And once I got the okay from Coach Vig up at Mesa, I was that's where I wanted to be.
Sure. So, what is your experience like? I have to admit, I've never been to Hays, Kansas. I know it's kind of has a lot of historical, interesting, facts.
Yeah,
Have connections with Wild Bill Hickok, and
yeah.
yeah, just a lot of characters like that. What is it
Mhm.
like in Hays?
I mean, there's not much out here, but the Larks, they love their Larks, that's for sure. We get anywhere from usually 1,000 at least, like 2,500 at most, but we have a lot of people coming to the games cheering for the Larks, a lot of golf being played. Um, yeah, there's not much out here. I'll say that.
And that's impressive with the fan turnout, but I suppose it's kind of
Oh,
easy
yeah.
to turn out when the team has four losses and is kind of as
Yeah,
good as it
yeah,
is and has as good of players as it does.
dominating. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a fun time.
So then, what is it that you? So just basically golf and the off days that you have. I mean, you don't have too many really during the summer, but is
Yeah,
that kind of the focus?
not too many. Yeah, I mean, I'd say just a lot of recovering. We don't play until, the nights, so throughout the mornings, we have a trainer. I go to him, just do a lot of stuff, stay loose, stay mobile. We get a free membership to the gym down here, so I go do that. But yeah, not a lot of off days to do much.
Sure. The last, I don't know, 3, 4 years been kind of tracking RMAC guys playing in the
Yeah.
collegiate summer leagues. And it seems to me
Mhm.
like there's a correlation between, say, the number of, guys, Mesa that's playing collegiate summer leagues and how they do, and
Yeah.
say the number of guys that are playing, maybe at, another school and how well that school is
Yeah.
doing. And there seems to be, yeah, the more guys on
Okay.
a team that are playing, on a collegiate summer league team, the better that
Yes.
next season
Okay.
is for the team. Uh, what
Yeah,
is
I
kind of
got
your
you.
experience as far
Yeah.
as the benefit of playing collegiate summer league baseball to carrying that into the next season?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I would say I think it's super beneficial. I mean, for me, somebody who hasn't played a lot of baseball compared to others, I think it's been great just getting innings under my belt, learning more how to pitch, all that. I could see it from a side of like a junior who played however many games, like 40 games this year. I could see it where maybe he could take the summer off and that benefit him a little more. But I think just staying in rhythm, staying in baseball shape, it really can't go wrong unless your body's getting like feeling the effects.
So then, with the summer collegiate league season going to be coming to an end here, probably in about 3 weeks, with
Yeah.
going into the next season, what is kind of your goals or expectations kind of coming off of your freshman year, your the collegiate summer league season that you're having this summer? What are
Yeah,
your expectations, goals that you have for yourself and the team going into this next season?
for sure. I think it starts in the fall. Obviously, we've got to have a good fall. We've got to get better in the weight room, get better on the field. I gotta stay like I said, just staying in rhythm. And then for the season, I think just bouncing back. You know, we lost a few guys, but I think we have the potential to be really good again. I think we will be really good again. But yeah, I'd say goals obviously win the RMAC. That's a big one. We want to make a regional, hopefully host a regional. That's a goal. And then yeah, I just want to prove myself on the mound. You know, I want to show them that I can be a big impact guy, an every weekend guy. And once that happens, just throw well, throw for the team, be a guy that helps the team out.
You bet. And being that guy that kind of helps the team out, kind of what do you see your role as far as, you know, you've kind of had that experience of coming in as that freshman into an amazing, pitching staff, and it's going to be the same for like the freshmen that are going to be coming into, the pitching
Yeah.
staff next year. I mean, it's going to be just as
Oh yeah.
ridiculous, even though you guys, lost some guys like, Reuter and Ferguson
Yeah.
and them. But what do you kind of see your role as far as, helping the pitching staff kind of gel?
Yeah. I would like to say I'm a pretty happy guy. I mean, all the guys are great, but I would love to just bring them closer together the closer we are. I mean, I felt like this year the chemistry was great in the bullpen, but it can always be better. We've got a lot of returners coming back. I mean, think about like Justin Schramm, Alex Jennings, all those guys. They're all going to be coming back. So we've
Bridger
got our core.
Clontz. Yeah, yeah, just lots of
Yes, Bridger. Oh yeah, we've got lots of guys. Braden Cox. I mean, he'll be back. So yeah, we've got our guys. I think we've got the core that we need. We're excited to welcome the new guys, but I think just being flexible, knowing that there's a lot of guys that can help this team out. Wherever they're going to put me in, I'm going to do my best and do the best that I can.
yeah, and you have guys leaving, like Felix and them, but yeah, there's guys that step up. I mean, I can remember thinking, oh, when Julian Boyd, was done, like, oh man,
Yeah,
how are they gonna come back after this? And then yeah,
yeah,
Schoenfeld goes to West Virginia, and now Felix is gone. But it's just every year, it's just reloading.
yeah. Who are they gonna? Yeah,
It's kind of what
yeah.
makes it fun and yeah, fun to watch the guys over at Mesa. Um,
Oh yeah, and I think that's all due to the coaching staff and just what they do with us in the fall. I think they just harp on us for culture. They harp on us for being nice, being kind. So I think it just brings out a lot of good people, good character people, and it shows on the field for sure.
Definitely. All right. Well, so I got a few kind of rapid fire questions I'm going to throw at you here, and I mean, I tried the
All right.
last couple times, and it's yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully it'll get better as I keep doing this. So we'll see if this one will
Okay.
improve from the last time here. But
All
um,
right.
all right. So we got 2 minutes on the clock. I started with 60 with Bo Iandoli. That didn't, anywhere close. And then, last week
Yeah.
with James Harbison, I had a minute and a half. So yeah, we still ran out. So I'll give you two here, but
All right.
we'll see if we can
Two
get it
minutes.
done in this time here. So,
Let's do
all
it.
right, here we go. First question then. What's your favorite sport other than baseball?
Basketball.
Basketball. What's your favorite NBA team?
The Denver Nuggets.
All right, favorite player? NBA player?
Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic. NBA or
Yep,
Nuggets?
NBA. NBA. Yep.
NBA. LeBron James.
All right. Okay. Um, how about your favorite MLB team?
The Rockies, unfortunately.
Favorite Rockies player?
Rockies player. I don't even know any now. I'll say Arenado. He was my favorite growing up.
He was great. Still don't understand that trade.
Terrible.
Favorite baseball movie?
Oh, Dan Lot. Love it.
Classic. Best
Yeah.
athlete you've ever played with?
Best athlete I've ever played with. That's tough. Um, Kid named Corbin Wade. He's going to UC Davis football.
Wow.
He's a monster.
Funniest player on the Mavs roster right now?
Ugh. Mm, Joey Blank.
All right. Most superstitious player on the Mavs roster right now?
Oh, Trevor T. I
All
don't know.
right.
That's a hard question.
You bet. Do you have a go-to game day meal that you rely on?
It was the cafeteria at Colorado Mesa this year, but I like Jersey Mike's.
All right. Do you like music or silence before the game, before you're going to get going?
Music for sure. Music.
What's the go-to song to get the right mindset?
Um, Probably something by J. Cole
All
or
right.
Young Boy. I like rap.
Prefer day games or night games?
Night games.
We're at time, but we're going to keep going anyway. So, what's more satisfying, getting a strikeout looking or a strikeout swinging?
Strikeout swinging.
All
Strikeout
right.
swinging.
Pitch clock, love it or hate it?
Love it.
Uh, What's your favorite ballpark other than the diamond to pitch in?
Core. Oh, to pitch in. Um, I'll say Adams State because that's where I've thrown the hardest pitch I've ever thrown. Adams
All right.
State.
Uh, what is the biggest surprise that you've had this summer playing in Hayes, or maybe something that you weren't expecting?
Um, I wasn't expecting to start out 18-0
All right.
or
Um,
16-0, whatever it was.
uh, what player on the Hayes Larks team would you want to come over and play with you at Mesa?
Um, well, Coxie and Greeny are already over there with me. I'll say Hank Brown.
Okay.
Hank Brown.
Okay. Okay. What's one thing you want to do yet before the end of the summer?
One thing I want to do. Um, there is like a Fort Hayes War Museum down here that I want to try. I want to go to and see it, or a fair, one of the two.
All right. Hardest class you've taken so far at Mesa?
English.
Favorite professor at Mesa?
Coach Vig coaches the golf class.
That's a good answer, man. Favorite place to
Yeah.
eat in Grand Junction?
Oh, Grand Junction. Pho 88. The pho, Vietnamese food. It's my favorite.
All right. Here's the last question I have for you. All right. And there is a right
Okay.
or wrong answer for this one, unlike the others I've asked. All right.
Okay.
All right. Is there a worse name for a high school sports team than the Bucks?
Oh, I don't think so. That might be it. That might get the title.
You're 100% correct. That is the worst name
The
for a high school
worst.
sports team. Yep. All right. All right, man. Couple more questions here, then I'll let you go. I
Yeah.
kind of talked to you about before about my boys here, and I've asked, this of Bo and James the last couple of weeks as well.
Yeah.
If you're able to go back, to the summer before you're going to start your eighth grade year or kind of start your freshman, high school career here, and you could
Yeah.
give yourself or give my boys, some advice. What advice would you give to yourself or to a kid in that situation where they're, yeah, kind of finishing their middle school, junior school, experience and starting their high school career?
Yeah. I would say live in the moment and be yourself. I think living in the moment is super big. We always try to think like even my brother, he's growing up right now. He'll be a freshman in high school this year. He's just like it's all about being on JV as a freshman or being on varsity as a sophomore. And it's like I feel like just man, forget about the future. Just live right now. Do what's best for you right now. And being yourself. People don't love you for being yourself, then they're not the right people for you. So I think that's a big one. Just be yourself, be kind, and treat people with respect.
Nice. And then, I have another boy then that'll be starting his college career here in August, at the end of August. And, you know, obviously you just kind of went through your freshman year of college. If you could go back a year and, give yourself some advice or give him some advice, what advice would you give to that person going into that first year of college?
I would say just meet as many people as you can. Try and get as many groups that you can talk to. I feel like this year I had my friend Hudson. He introduced me to a lot of the football guys. So I had some football friends, baseball friends, just everything. I feel like get to know people. Don't be a stranger and don't be weird, but talk to people and just make friends, I'd say.
Yeah, yep, definitely. Well, that's all I got for you. Any shout outs that you'd like to give before we shut this
Um,
thing down?
I'll shout out my parents, my family. Love my family. It's been a while since I don't get to see them much anymore, but love them and just Mesa. I love Mesa. I'm excited to be back. It'll be fun.
I bet it won't be
Jackson
long now.
Eisenhower too.
Yeah, he's having a great summer. Yeah, him and
Yeah.
Espinoza. I mean, basically all the Mesa
Oh,
boys
yeah.
are having a good summer this year, so not surprising. I think
Oh,
there's good
yeah.
things to come next year for that group as well. So
Absolutely. Can't wait to give them all a hug.
you bet. Well, Simon, I appreciate you coming on a lot. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Enjoyed talking to you, getting to know you a little bit, and yeah, I wish you the best of luck
Absolutely.
this next school year, next fall, or next spring. Excuse me.
Thank you.
You
I
bet.
appreciate you for having me. Thank you. It means a lot.
Bet. All right. Until next week, I'll have another guest. I'll finally figure out who, and but we'll go from there. So thanks everybody for listening, and thank you, Simon.